Canada is on a ban marathon, and what's the next one on the list? WD-40. What? We've all gotten to know this man over the past few months, few years. This is Steven Guilbeault. He's the Minister of Climate Change and the Environment. Yes, they call it the Ministry of Climate Change and the Environment now. They changed that name back in 2015. When guess who got into office? Well, him and Justin Trudeau. Now they're on a ban spree. And what's on the list? Well, yeah, WD-40 amongst a number of other items on here. So yeah, dads out there that you have one of these in your end drawer, hang on to it because you won't be allowed to moving forward. And this is because of new regulation that's going to come into effect January 1st of 2024. And this has been in the works for a while. Why a lot of us haven't heard about it, well, is beyond me, but we're hearing about it now. And thanks to another channel on YouTube here, AVE, bringing this to everyone's attention, bringing it to my attention. And I'll show you a clip from his video in just a few minutes here. But links as always in the description down below. Go check it out. We have here volatile and organic compound concentration limits for certain products, regulation, fact sheet. This is from Canada.ca. Volatile organic compounds, or VOCs, which I'll call them that for the rest of the video here, are toxic under Canadian Environmental Protection Act of 1999. They cause ground level ozone and particulate matter, which are the two main components of smog. Now, we've been cleaning up our act when it comes to smog. Not nitrous oxides are another one that they've been going after diesels for, and automobiles, but this has been largely cleaned up. You can go into most of your major cities and you can see that the smog has really been cleaned up over a lot of years with emissions controls on vehicles and whatnot. But now they want to take it to that next level. We just got to get that little bit more. So we got to take all the volatile compounds out of any aerosol cans here in Canada for, well, whatever reason it is. And we're going to get into it because it's only here in Canada. If you care about the global thing, well, no, it's just here. It's just here. 2022 Environment and Climate Change Canada, ECCC, big mouthful, published a volatile organic compound concentration limits for certain products regulation in the Canada Gazette, Part 2, no limit VOC emissions from certain products manufactured or imported into Canada. What products are going to be regulated in this? The term certain products is used to categorize the following products which were used in household by institutional, industrial, and commercial consumers. So you're going to find yourself, if you're a mechanic or you work at a factory, one of these things, maybe you fall under these categories. Personal care products, well, obviously those are home products. Automotive and household maintenance products, which is going to affect a lot of us. Adhesives, adhesive removers, sealants, and caulks. Other miscellaneous products. There's a product overview of the regulation. Again, links in the description down below, but here's the regulation. And whoa, big old regulation. Try to get yourself through this, especially in a hurry, when you want to know what's going on and how you're going to have to comply to these regulations. But yeah, this is as per the Canadian Environmental Protection Act of 1999, and it goes into a lot. So let's get into some of the things that are in there. Is the rationale behind it is the regulations will achieve VOC emission reduction and help Canada meet its national and international commitments. We've made commitments internationally, but we'll get into why we're not holding others internationally responsible for any of these or holding them to any commitments. The reduction of VOC emissions are expected to lead to improvements in air quality between 2024 and 2033. The regulations are expected to result in 250 kilotons of VOC emissions reductions. Where they get those numbers, not really sure about that. Not really sure. The benefit in the proposed regulations are expected to be approximately $886 million over the time frame of analysis, and a massive inconvenience for everyone. Massive. With total costs incurred by industry and government expected to be around $235 million between 2022 and 2033. The net benefits of the regulations are estimated to be approximately $651 million. How you calculate the benefits? Not sure. Again, not sure how you get into this, but here's the coming timeline for the enforcement of this. The department considers a proposed timeline to be sufficient as the regulations would come into force January 1st, 2023. Uh-oh. They already came into force, but the VOC concentration limits are coming into force on January 1st, 2024. So this is when this will be a big surprise to a lot of people who go to get their typical aerosol cans for that. And if your sweetheart, your loved one, your ladies watching the channel, if you have aerosol, products for your skincare, hair care, all of that stuff, probably not going to be kosher. We'll see what's going to happen here. Now, again, I alluded to AVE talking about this, and he talks about like what exactly they're trying to pull off the market and what the limitations are. A lot of these are way over what their allowances are for now. It's just absolutely ridiculous.
I try not to get too pissed off about this utter stupidity, but yeah, according to the Canadian Legislative Gazette, as of January 1st, this is going to get way more expensive. Brake Clean is only allowed to have 10% volatile organic compounds. And at this stage, it's about 98% volatile organic. Well, it's 90% according to the SDS. It's 90% acetone, and 2% 11 herbs and spices, and 8% that dirty carbon dioxide. So what will happen is the small manufacturers of aerosols will go by the wayside. That is, they'll go tits up because of the onerous amount of paperwork that you will have to submit to the Minister of Environment and Climate Change. You're not going to be able to sell this unless you beseech the government for a letter of marque in order to allow you to sail the seas of sales.
So yeah, you pay a bribe, perhaps they'll allow for that. Now I did look into the regulations, and we'll get into some of the things, these products that are actually listed on this, because there are probably a ton of products that you have in your home right now. I mean, I'm looking at it. I have at my end drawer, I have WD-40. I'm a mechanic, so I also have starter fluid just kicking around in the garage. I have things like Sensor Clean. Like these things are all getting thrown by the wayside. You're not going to be allowed to have them. But what is it in the regulation? They always give exceptions. They always give exceptions. And here's the non-application for certain products. These regulations do not apply in respect to the products that are, well, you guessed it, manufactured or imported for export only. So these are companies in Canada that are allowed to sell their products, their aerosol products with this stuff in it abroad. They'll be allowed to sell it globally because we have a global problem, they keep telling us. It's a global problem. Why are they allowing these Canadian companies to sell these things abroad? This is something, I mean, I'm not saying that we should advocate killing this. We should kill the regulation, if anything. But also, any of these products that are in transit through Canada from a place outside of Canada or to another place outside Canada. So if somebody has these dirty products that are bad for the globe, they're bad for the entire globe, but they want to ship them through Canada to get to their final destination, which is not Canada, that has these ridiculous rules, they're allowed to do that. And of course, you can go into the permits, and in the permits where you can get a permit, it's you can get a permit for any of these products that are excluding any quantity that is manufactured or imported for is imported for export only. And these are the real deal. This is the real deal of how this all works. Do they really care about global warming or global boiling? They're saying now this era of global warming is over. The era of global boiling is upon us. If this is really the case, why is it that they're banning these products here in Canada? Now, you will be able to use your WD-40 according to this regulation if you buy it in this form. As far as I'm aware of, they're not going to ban acetone as a liquid in a can. WD-40 as a liquid in a can. I can't see that happening. You can go and you can obviously go get one of these and use it until the seals blow out, or you can go and buy it in the products that the product way that they actually have it. But this is what's happening. Holy cow, they have gone too far once again, obviously, by banning products that are just, what are you really doing? Are we really, for the odd guy that ends up, you know, the door's squeaking and you got to head over with your can of WD-40, give it a little spritz just to get things going. That little spritz apparently is going to cause the world to implode. For those of you who don't know what WD-40 is in the first place, the whole name for it is actually water displacement 40th attempt. This is the lab name for the product. I've always respected the fact that they just kept the lab name for the product. It was originally designed for, you guessed it, wiping down rockets. Yep. I know a lot of people will tell you that it works for fishing as well. But hey, leave a comment in the comment section down below. Let me know what you use WD-40 for and what you won't be using it for in the future, thanks to our current government and Minister Stephen Guilbeault, who's been spending a little bit more time outside of Canada in communist China. But anyway, leave a comment in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think, and we'll catch you in the next one. Keep on chugging.